Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your Moon and Rising sign Sagittarius, check a link in the description box called alwaysastrology.com. There you can plug in your information and learn your entire birth chart. That way, if you find this isn't resonating with you this week, you can check out your Moon and Rising sign readings for the week, and hopefully that will help. That being said, I do hope that this is appealing to you, Sagittarius, and is resonating with you and is helpful in some way. So this is for Sagittarius for the week of May 23rd to May 29th. It is a general reading, so whatever is most prominent in your life this week, Sagittarius, you can go ahead and apply these messages to that issue or relationship or concept or whatever is going on for you this week. So that being said, I wish for Sagittarius all success, joy, and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. I call upon Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. I ask that Gaia please bless this reading for Sagittarius. All right, so links to the cards that I'm using are in the description box as well, by the way, Sagittarius, and the reason why I do what I do, and a link to my ebook as well for more information about me and also how to contact me if you want a personal reading. I am doing the same spread I did last week. It's a 5-card spread here, and I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for the main spread, and I'll be drawing a card each from the Medicine Card Tarot and the Healing with the Angels Tarot for additional guidance once this central spread is complete. And so far for you, for your central position, we have the card Time for a Nap. So like I said, because it is a general reading, whatever is most prominent in your life this week, if this is emotional, business, relational, travel, health, etc., whatever that issue is, this is a call for calm and stillness this week, Sagittarius. You might have been pushing yourself too hard. What you have just come out of, or what energy you're leaving behind most recently, is the Clean It Up card, and Clean It Up is an action card, even if it is emotional or psychological. A lot of energy is being expressed here, and a lot of activity has been initiated here, and movement. Like I said, even if it's not physical, intellectual, emotional energy and action is still action, and it takes a lot of energy and effort, even if it means nutritionally, that you need to reconnect with your body or to feed your body in a more nutritious way. Certainly if it has to do with mental health or emotional issues, look for other forms of nutrition, nutritional healing, and that can be in the form of friendships, therapy, anything that causes peace. And of course, what it's saying here in the most obvious sense is the finest and quickest thing that you could do, Sagittarius, this week to get that well-deserved and required need for rest and relaxation is to literally, right, take a nap, lay down, get away from what is part of the action here, or if it's do or die, or if it needs to be done and you don't have a lot of time for rest, for example, you can always try to find balance here with rest, okay? And this is always the trick. It's for all signs, for all human beings, right, is to find the healthy balance between doing and manifesting and finding out what you need and what you don't need, closing the door on old concepts, relationships, ideas, behaviors, etc. But like I said, it's a lot of effort and it's a lot of doing. And this week, it's really calling for a lot of rest. So like I said, if you can't let something go completely this week, at least find a nice balance between a great deal of rest, or extra attention on rest and how you rest, okay? Sometimes we feel that watching TV, for example, can be restful, or just putting your feet up and playing a video game or something. But that's not entirely restful either, right? Time for a nap means to go into a space that you're not in the conscious world. It could be even to pay more attention to the subconscious, or your dream state, or the dream world, okay? Or even paying attention to literal, I would say, dreams that you want to bring to life, dreams that you have in terms of goals, not dreams that you wake up with, about an aunt or something. But hey, if that's the case, let me know, because that would be really cool. Let me know in the comments how much that works in your life this week. So a lot of energy has been expended this week. A great call for balance and a nap. You're working with two beautiful internal and external, or conscious and subconscious frames of mind here, Sagittarius. Like, I've been doing this for several weeks now, just almost 2 months, with your weekly reading. And you are just, your planet is Jupiter. I'm not overly surprised to see this, but over and over and over every week, it shows to me that you're conscious of how many resources you have, how fortunate you are. You are not the type of person to take things for granted, but at the same time, I don't think you spend a lot of time in the world of, conscious gratitude. I think it is a subconscious gratitude. And it's a beautiful place to be, because you're not spending a lot of time, or even any time, feeling that you've done without, or you're doing without, and you don't have to spend a lot of time on being grateful for the little things, which is honestly what I had to do 10 years ago. When I was in a depressed or anxious state, I had to start really small, like being thankful for the little things. And it looks like here, and a lot of people do, especially if they're having a hard time emotionally or mentally, but it doesn't look like that at all in this situation. It just looks like, because the milk and honey is in the conscious or outside influence, it looks like you have a plethora of resources at your disposal. This includes relationships, money, time, food, whatever you need and want is available to you in great amounts. And I think it is this way, like I said, like I pointed out at the beginning when these cards jumped, is I don't think you ever think in terms, or feel in terms, or pay a lot of attention to feelings of lack. Therefore, you're not starting from a place of being grateful for even the small things, because you don't feel lack in the first place. And this is evident here with the card exchanging gifts. This means being in the present, in the moment, and not necessarily exchanging gifts. However, that could very well be the situation here. But because this is an internal or subconscious influence, I think it is all about being present, allowing yourself to be in the moment, to enjoy the moment, to, even if there are, 2/3 wonder, 1 part pain in the butt, you're not the type of personality to go and contemplate or think about or even worry about that 1 part pain in the butt. You're way too drawn toward the 2 parts great, okay? And it's just a marvelous place to start your day from, or your week from, or anything like this. So it's just wonderful to see here. And again, like, these are some of the strongest resource, support, gracious, uplifting cards to even have right here. Is the milk and honey, a leg up, and exchanging gifts. These are all about being present, having resources, getting what you need just when you need it, and never having to worry about it. So fantastic. Let's look at these up close just for a moment each. Like I said, in your central position here is time for a nap. The artwork on these cards are just glorious, and you can see the most precious little fox curled up in the moon. It also has a golden hue, which is a golden opportunity card. So this might be something that you're aware of already, that you're going to take an opportunity to pour some energy into, even though that sounds incongruent, but you'll put some energy into creating time and space for pure rest and relaxation, which is beautiful. A lot of people find it difficult to get to the place for example, earth signs. You're a fire sign, Sagittarius. So earth signs would find this difficult to get to this place, for example, because they're typically a little obsessed with work, a little obsessed with busyness and this type of thing. And I think because this is in your central position, you're just so thoroughly aware, and because of what's surrounding you, you're thoroughly aware of part of the sense of not feeling lack of anything is that you make time for this. So this could just be a reminder this week, and something that you already know. And like I said, because of the hues in the card, this is a golden opportunity for you to even spring forward to something else, like greater health, greater wealth, greater prosperity, etc. And the energy you're just coming out of for the week is the Clean It Up card. Like I said, this is an action card. It could literally mean spring cleaning, getting rid of possessions you don't want anymore, exchanging goods, gifts, and ideas, and so forth. If this is about essays or articles or projects that you're working on, this could just be about the editing process. But again, because it's a general reading, whatever is most prominent in your life is what you're going to apply it to. Ultimately, the energy, the bulk of the work has been done. The bulk of something that needs to exist in order to be edited or cleaned up has been accomplished. And this is the end goal here, is to clean it up, edit it, get out what you need. And then you might even say, or have said while this process was occurring, you know, even promise yourself somehow, like, when this part's over, I am going to rest. I am going to take it easy, collect my thoughts, and etc. Maybe just restabilize a little bit, get your bearings a little bit. So again, there's no dark energy, there's no harsh cards here, there's no warnings, just a great deal of overarching prosperity, and like I said at the beginning, not overly surprised. Your planet is Jupiter. It is the planet of expansion, luck, and prosperity. So congratulations, Sagittarians. You sort of start out on a lucky foot in life anyway. If this is way over the moon and none of this is appealing to you, like I said, Sagittarius, try your moon and rising sign for the week. If there's any upset that you're not seeing here, or if there's something I'm not touching on, perhaps that's found in your moon or rising sign reading, because this is just so easygoing and resourceful and prosperous. And I like to think that that's entirely what's going on in your life. So, but like I said, if there's any issue with this, please check out your other readings for the week and see if they help. Otherwise, it looks like you're going to have an easy breezy golden moment week ahead, and you're going to get your needs fulfilled without really struggling at all. So in your conscious or outside influence position, you've got milk and honey. This is literally the card of nirvana. You can look at the plethora of symbolism here. The beautiful sunny summer day, the picnic. This is all about familiarity, friendships, joy, celebration. You can see these jars in this bottle are full. You can see the elephant is swimming in it. It's just pure pleasure, pure nirvana, and of course the rainbow. So feeling completely, I would, perhaps going too far and saying blissful, but certainly whatever nirvana means to you, a sense of peace and prosperity, hopefully. In your conscious or subconscious or internal influence position, you have the card exchanging gifts, and you can see here this is a really receptive pink color. This is a very feminine color. It could be about female relationships or reconnecting to female ideologies, relationships, feelings, receptivity, an eye on beauty, an eye on art, etc. You can see this fairy is literally in the present, and there's a cat, which also represents females as well. When we think about, the story about dogs and cats, there is some sort of cultural reference to cats being more aligned to females. So a very feminine card, very beautiful card, peaceful card. And like I pointed out, she's literally in the present. So this is probably in part what is leading to your sense of prosperity and joy, is that you're never thinking lack. Literally, that's what I'm seeing here, and I can't stop saying it in a way because it's just remarkable. You always come from, or stem from, or begin from a place of prosperity and joy. And it's evident here because you have it from within. This is something that's not outside of you, you're aware of it and you bring it to every situation. And finally, in the probable outcome card, we have the leg up card. This is such a beautiful image to have as well. This is family. This is about helping each other through something, especially if there is a struggle and you know you can rely on this person or this situation or yourself if this is you, or you will get what you need at the end of the result is you will, no matter what the general situation is that you will get what you need if you ask, if you reach out, if you allow for people to help you, etc. And I just don't see this being a problem for you because I don't think that most Sagittarians are too proud to do that, for example. I don't think you're going to run yourself into the ground trying to figure something out or fix something or get to the bottom of something, etc. Without asking for a little bit of assistance first, because why would you? It's more time efficient and it's just easier and simpler, and you can move on to more and greater things if you just ask for a little bit of assistance in order to get ahead. It looks like it's all available to you, so you're not going to have to struggle for that. And it might even be that the other person's organization, etc., whom you do request help from or assistance from, is all too happy to be there for you. So again, just marvelous to see this reading for you. And for an additional message, we have the lizard. Its keyword is dreaming. Here we have something interesting again. This could be about rest in terms of health, but it could be dreams in terms of getting to the next level. What have you got in your mind as your crazy invention or your crazy dream or your crazy trip, or, you know, I'm using crazy flippantly, but fun, right? Explorative. Goal making. This is what I see here with relation to the reading is goal setting, goal making. It looks like you're just, like I said, finishing something up, moving forward. You can finally dream about something else in the physical world, about manifesting. And alternately, it could literally be you will be helped or assisted some way by literally taking this nap and finding rest. There is a difference between beta and alpha rest periods. If you're not familiar with those types of sleep patterns for human beings, you could check that out just to learn a little bit more about how sleeping patterns do affect health and goal setting and everything else. I don't think you're lacking sleep necessarily. I just think that you could benefit from perhaps finding more sleep balance, more rest balance. And because of the golden opportunity concept here in the time for a nap and then the dreaming card, again, there could literally be something that you wake up from that is incredibly inspiring that you couldn't have found or felt anywhere else. So it's kind of a cool place to be, frankly. You don't really have to read too much into that. I mean, if it doesn't happen, as an actual literal dream, then it could be a daydream, right? Or it could be someone else telling you about your dream, their dream, or something that makes you feel dreamy, that coincides with a sense of, you know, feeling golden or a golden moment or a golden opportunity. So we have two cards jump out. I'm going to use them both. We have the new love card and the balance card. Like I said, with the balance card, I think this plays into both the dreaming and the time for a nap. And remember how I mentioned at the beginning between clean it up and time for a nap was really just finding balance about how to create space for both of these things because you have been extremely active here. I'm not really concerned about there being a lack of balance just because of all the supporting cards. But certainly if you are rushed and if it's not a life or death situation, please go a little bit slower and find room for rest and relaxation this week, Sagittarius. And then finally, we have the new love card. This is always gorgeous to have in any reading. This means one of two things for you, Sagittarius. If you are currently in a relationship, this will be something beginning new within the relationship, a newfound love, a new kind of love, reconnecting with a love style, etc. If you're not currently in a relationship or dating, however, Sagittarius, this could literally mean finding someone who feels a little bit soulmatey, someone who's really on your wavelength, who feels you, and you find common ground with. If it's neither of those things, Sagittarius, and this is about a concept, project, or idea, then this could be your new passion. For example, what you're coming out of and you're tying up loose ends here and you're moving into something dreamy or something you want to do next as a goal. This could be your new passion. So I really hope that this appealed to you and you found it healing and helpful. Please like and subscribe. I upload free general readings for your sign every week. And in saying that, I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.